Okay, y'all. So, I see all them questions. Sorry, we gotta eat. We be hungry. So, when I found out I was pregnant, I thought I had a virus. And Julia, pour me some orange juice. That's my daughter, y'all. When I found out I was pregnant, I thought I had a virus. I went into immediate care. I think at that time, I had just dropped my kid's dad at work. And I went to the immediate care. Told them like I've been feeling sick, nauseous, and all of that for some time. I really thought I had a virus. So I had already took pregnancy tests and they were coming back negative. Thank you. So I never thought I was pregnant. So I get there and he asks me, regular questions. And he's like, so my doctor did all these tests and I had a sneeze. Excuse me. Did all these tests, did blood work, did pregnancy tests. He was like, is there a way, they moving, that you could be pregnant? I'm like, no, I took pregnancy tests, things like that. I really thought I had COVID or a virus or anything like that. I was having regular periods, all of that, you know what I'm saying? So, I swear to God, he came back within like 60 seconds. And he was like, you're pregnant, right? Who? We had to stay down for a minute, for a very long time. Like, we just... for a very long time. So then after that, I'm like, well, we need to take this over. We took 5 pregnancy tests. No lie. I should have kept every single one because I didn't believe him. I'm like, well, you got to do it over. I was angry at that point. So then after that, we do it. He comes back with the final one and I throw up on the floor immediately. Remember I told y'all I was already feeling nauseous. So I throw up on the floor. Matter of fact, I called. Who did I throw up on the floor? I was on a FaceTime with one of my friends first. Called one of them first, and then I threw up on the floor. And my doctor came back in and was like, do you need a minute? I'm like, yeah, I need a minute. I took as much time. Then I was throwing up. Throw up finally came. When I left, I had the papers in my hand. I couldn't believe it. He telling me to make the routine doctor's appointments, all of that. I cried in my car. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was so lost. At the time, me and my guy, I was going to leave him. I'm like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. What am I going to do? So then, after that, I think, 2 weeks passed by. I'm having horrible cramping pains and things like that. And I go into the hospital thinking I'm having a miscarriage. I swear to God or something. I'm telling all my friends this and that. Because I remember I called everybody. And so, I'm having these cramping stages. I'm dying. I made a whole big scene at the hospital. And they do the vaginal ultrasound and things like that. And they come back after hours of me being in there to 2 a.m. She come back and she say, oh, you're fine. You're just having, twins. So calmly. So, hello? How can you be so calm about that? So, from there, I was losing my mind. So, like I'm saying, from there, she just said it's so cool. So even from there, I remember just driving home and I'm just crying. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do? What else, God? Man, y'all, all my friends was jinxing this on me. Pregnancy, twins, all this shit. Jeez Louise. I was just going through it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. What am I gonna do? I'm starting school. I'm going to school. Oh my God, y'all, I lost my mind. I didn't know what I was gonna do. It took me a very long time, probably up until now, to really accept them and accept that I'm pregnant. I'm still going through it. So, fast forward, I get in a really bad car accident, crashed into a wall. I thought my kids was dead. I was laying on the highway, all of that. Luckily, it was only me. I broke my right pelvis and my right hip. So, Then, not just that, like, I'm just going through it at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And just put, you know, the guy in my house, my kid's father. I'm just like, what the hell? What's next? What's next? So, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't walk. I was in the hospital for a while. By the grace of God, I'm walking, 2 months after the accident. They didn't want me to walk and work, do nothing. Me, being the hustler that I am, I was filling out job applications in the hospital. That's how crazy I am. So, I finally get out the hospital. I couldn't walk. Wasn't supposed to put no pressure or nothing on them. I'm working regardless. I don't care. Eventually, I go back to my other job. I'm working 16 hours going to school for business and finance, real estate. Then, so not only that, y'all, you know, we get into the good part. I find out when I go to my regular routine doctor's appointments, I'm doing everything, you know, about 3 weeks. My doctor gets called in there after doing my ultrasound, because my ultrasounds I have to do, the twins have to get measured each time. So the lady comes and she calls the doctor. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So, oh my God, what's next? What's going on? Oh my God, I was gonna fall on the floor. So my doctor comes in there. They all come up. It was like 3 of them. They all come up in there. We panicking and all of that. And they were like, you know, such and such, Miss Hollis, you having triplets. I mean, like, I fell out. I didn't know my sex until I shared it with y'all. So I just stood in silence. I sat there at the doctor for like an hour. Like, what? Like, how can I be pregnant with triplets? I'm young and I'm scared at this point. Like, I was really scared my whole pregnancy, even to now, even to go into labor. Just because I don't say nothing don't mean I'm not afraid or I don't have my own thoughts or anything like that. Baby, I am human like y'all. I am going through my own thing. It's hard to accept. I have an 11-year-old daughter. I am highly afraid. And yeah, that's the story of the triplets. That's how they came. No medicine or anything like that. These kids are very natural. You know what I'm saying? I make my own turmeric soap. That's why I seem so glowy and things like that. And I use bio oil. So, yeah, that's what happened. Surprise. But we still bumping. You know what I'm saying? 240 pounds. I believe I'm out belly. Know what I'm saying? So I got twin A, B, and C having a good old time. They moving right now. I guess they want to say hey, y'all. But yeah, that's the story. There y'all go.